Hello all. Today we will be having a discussion on the part of speech adverb. We won't be looking into detail on the various types of adverbs that we will do in the next class on adverbs. Today we will be concentrating on the very basic idea or the very simple idea about what you mean by the adverb or different types of or what you understand. We'll try to have a understanding on adverbs. So, what do you mean by an adverb? What is a traditional definition to the word adverb? So, adverb is simply a word that modifies a verb, or traditionally, this is a well accepted definition to the part of speech adverb. Yeah, definitely it modifies a verb, no doubt about it. But actually, adverbs are more than simply modifying a verb. It does great deal more than that. So we will try to understand what you mean by doing or modifying more than that or doing great things than by simply modifying a verb. So we will look into certain examples, and from these examples we will try to understand what exactly an adverb is all about. So these are the examples. I will read the examples once, then I will individually explain each and every uh, sentence. Rani sang well at the concert. Actually, I should say she sang extremely well. Her voice was sweetly melodious. It sank right into the hearts of the audience. Nearly everybody felt the magic of her words. Over 500 people attended the function. Thousands listened to the concert from outside. So these are a group of sentences. So look into the first example. Rani sang well at the concert. So just look into the highlighted word in the first verb sentence. What is this well? Well is the adverb there. This is a clear what do you mean by example of an adverb wherein it is modifying the verb sang. Isn't it like that? It is modifying the verb sang. So it is an adverb, a very normal example um, to an adverb. Then look at the second example. It's rather confusing. Look at that. Actually, I should say she sang extremely well. So, um, yeah, actually, well is also an adverb here. When I think when I wrote it, I forgot to highlight this well as well, which I will do right now. Just a minute. Um, Sorry for this type of interruption. Um, just a minute. Okay. Okay. So in the first example, as we said, well is a word which modifies the verb sang. Then look into the second example. Actually, I should say she sang extremely well. Right? So there are three adverbs in this sentence. Which are the three adverbs? By this time you understood it. Actually, extremely, and well. These are the three adverbs in this sentence. But are all these, what do you say, words directly modifying the verb sang? Is it like that? Just look into the example. No, actually, they are not. Actually is actually modifying the entire sentence. Sentence means I should say she sang extremely well. So it is modifying the entire sentence. But at the same time, it is also an adverb because it is modifying the verb as well. But it is actually modifying the entire sentence. It is at the same time it is modifying the verb as well. No doubt that it is modifying the verb sang, but At the same time, it is also modifying the entire sentence. Then what is this extremely doing? What is this extremely doing? This extremely is, yeah, modifying sang, no doubt about it. But at the same time, it is modifying the word well. Look at the first example. Rani sang well at the concert. So extremely is actually modifying what? The adverb well, and well is actually which directly modifies the verb sang. All the other adverbs are also modifying the verb sang, but at the same time, more than modifying, directly modifying the verb sang, they are doing some, or they are modifying some other part in the sentence. So that is the second example. Then just look at the third example. Her voice was sweetly melodious. What is it? This sweetly is actually, what do you say? Mm, uh, Modifying what? An adjective known as melodious. It is actually modifying the adjective. What do you mean by melodious? Melodious is an adjective there, which, what you say, describes a voice, but it is modifying the adjective melodious. So it is not directly modifying the uh, verb, but it is modifying the adjective. Fourth example, it sank right into the hearts of the audience. So here the adverb is right, and it is actually modifying the phrase sank into. Sank into, it's known as a prepositional phrase. Sank into is a prepositional phrase, and it is modifying the prepositional phrase. What do you mean by sank into? In the next example, nearly everybody felt the magic of her words. What is this nearly? It is, this nearly is actually modifying the indefinite pronoun everybody. So it is modifying the indefinite pronoun. What do you mean by everybody? Similarly, the next example, over 500 people attended the function. Here, over is something which modifies 500, 500 people. Or 500 is actually a numeral there in this sentence, and it is modifying the numeral 500. And the final examples, the final example, thousands listen to the concert from outside, where outside is an adverb there, and actually, and this outside is acting as a complement to the preposition from. From is a preposition there, and it is complementing the preposition from, and outside is acting as a adverb to the complement. It is acting as a complement to the preposition, or complement of the preposition from. So basically what we are trying to say is that adverb is more than an adverb. It is more than an adverb. It is more, it functions more than modifying a verb. It modifies many other parts of speeches. It modifies different other parts of speech as well. Then another notion which we need to change about an adverb is that it is always a single word. No, adverbs are, it's not necessary that this adverb is always a single word. Look into the example. She arrived on time. She sang at the town hall at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Thousands of people cheered her when she arrived. So these all are adverb phrases. These all are adverb phrases wherein they are not a single word, but they are different phrases. They are a combination of different words as well. So that is also another notion which we need to change, that the adverb is always a single word. Then these adverbs can be placed in all the three possible positions, that is initial, middle, and end. It can be at any part in a sentence, at any position in a sentence. For example, in the first sentence, suddenly she stopped singing, wherein it is having a suddenly is an adverb there, and it is having an initial position. Second example, she listened intently to the audience response, wherein it is having a middle position. And in the final sentence, the audience clapped aloud, where it is having a final or the end position. And most adverbs, though we said that it can take any position, majority of the adverbs, they always come in the mid and the end positions. Majority. I said majority, but there are a large number of adverbs which come in the initial position as well. So look in the example. I often think about that town. It's in the middle position. I go there often. So especially this it can take in all the three positions, but majority adverbs take in the mid and the end position. But there is an exception for certain phrases. For example, the phrases like adverbial phrases like at once, very often, a few, they cannot come in the mid position. So we will have a detailed discussion on adverbial phrases in some other class, but these are phrases like at once, very often, a few. They are a category of adverbial phrases which we do in the class on phrases or adverbial phrases. Here simply understand that the phrases like at once, very often, they cannot come in the mid position. If I say I a few days ago saw him, it is wrong. You can say that a few days ago I saw him. That would be right. But you cannot say, you cannot put these adverbial phrases in the mid position. Then, when there are several types of adverbs, or when several types of adverbial phrases come together in a sentence, different adverbial phrases come together in a sentence, they have to be placed in a sequence. They have to be placed in a sequence. They have to be placed in a particular manner. For example, in the first, like when you are talking about the initial, middle, and the end position, not necessarily initial, middle, and end position, but when you are placing these adverbial phrases together, the first phrase that should come is the adverbial phrase of manner, then the phrase of place, and then the adverbial place of time. When you look into the example, you will understand. She sang very well at the town hall in the afternoon on 20th December. Just look at it. So, three phrases are there. She sang very well at the town hall in the afternoon on the 20th December. So, how you have to place is that we said that the sequence should be the first one to come is the adverbial phrase of manner. So, very good example that she sang very well. You are, because it is directly connected to the verb there. So she sang very well. So very well is a manner, adverbial phrase of manner. Then what should come? It should be the place. So at the town hall, then finally the time in the afternoon on 20th December. So in the afternoon is the phrase there. So that is the way, that is a sequence in which the adverbial phrases should be arranged. But when there are two adverbs, so next rule is that when there are two adverbs showing place, two adverbs showing place alone, the one showing the larger place is put second. So when there are two places, so two adverbs which shows place, then the bigger place should come in the second position. For example, she lives in the suburbs in Chennai. In the suburbs, so suburbs is a smaller place, so it should come first. And Chennai is a larger place, where Chennai should come in the second position. Then, with verbs of movement such as come and go, verbs of movement like come and go, or went, come, go, that is verbs of movement. The adverb of place comes before the adverb of manner. So look, think about or remember the first example or first rule which we said is that what is manner, place, and time? That should be the sequential order. But it is an exceptional case. It is an exceptional case when, what do you say, when the verb such as come and go or the verbs of movement come, then the place should come before the manner. Just look in the example. She went to the post office by taxi. By the earlier example, oh sorry, by the, if you are sticking on to the first rule where you said that manner, place, and time, that should be the sequential order. This sentence should be constructed like she went by taxi to the post office. No. Why it's wrong there? Because here the verb is a verb of movement, that is a past tense of go is used there, and that is why you have to place, what you say, the place before the adverb of manner. And we said, or we constructed it in this manner: she went to the post office by taxi. So basically, in this class on adverbs, what I have tried to do is that I tried to give a basic or a general introduction or a general idea on the part of speech, the adverb. Just go through the video. I will upload the text in the classroom. Go through it and we will have a discussion later on. Thank you.